Beloved Masters, most beautiful beings of light. Oh, how your radiance is growing and glowing. How awesome is your brilliance. It has been quite a long and exciting journey, has it not?
Yes.
You will miss some of it, but not most. You are very privileged to have been allowed to have this experience. Will you believe that?
Yes.
But we are privileged to see you on this journey. No one in this room needed to come into this earthly environment. For you see, you are great beings of light who have soared the universe and even the omniverse. And so we are going to tell you a little bit, just a small bit of the story of why and what and how you came to be here now. You see, when we talk about the new souls, the old souls, or the baby souls, or the young souls, you all burst forth into fragmentation from the Divine Creator all at the same time. However, it was in increments or levels that each group of beings came into their conscious awareness. Their awareness of, I am that, I am. I am a fragment of the Creator. I am a part of the Creator, but I am a conscious being. I am a co-creator of where we were told to go forth and create in the name of the Creator. And so you journeyed out throughout the universe. For you see, you came into your consciousness a very long time ago, and at different levels, at different times. And in many times, this great cosmic dance, you would go out to experience, and then you would be called forth again, and you were told that there was to be a new universe. Just like now, we talk about a new golden galaxy that is being created. And you were offered an opportunity to come and to be a part of that. And you had to agree. And so you came together, and you were encapsulated in a great central sun. And those great beings that came forth into their consciousness that just at the beginning of time were to be the Father, Mother, God of this universe. And you were encoded with the divine schematic, the divine blueprint for this universe. This universe, which was an experiment in great diversity. And so then you chose, you were given the opportunity as to what lineage you would be. And then you came forth into another sphere. And then you were sent forth from that. And you were refracted, and you went out to experience, to help create throughout this universe. But in that beginning time, as you came forth, you were a vast and wondrous crystalline being. And within that crystalline structure was your divine blueprint and many encodings. And after you went out in this universe and gathered a lot of experience at being a co-creator and had many diverse experiences, and as the dimensions were pushed out and out and out into the void, and you helped to do that in many different capacities. And then there came a time to bring all of that diversity together. And so there was to be created this beautiful sphere, this Gaia, the Earth, your mother planet, at the edge of this galaxy. And so you came down into this galaxy, and you, somebody who's there from Arcturus, some of the Pleiades, you have been to all of those places. You have been to the schools and universities. You have had diverse experience. You are not just from a star system here. You have no idea of your vastness. But with your limited mind that was beginning to expand, it was okay to believe that. And so then you came through the 7 spheres of experience for this earth. And so in that crystalline, beautiful crystalline being, which was anywhere from 10, 12, 20 feet tall, you were encoded with your mission. You were encoded with the chakra system, the 7 chakra system, that you would do, that would support you in this earthly environment for the time, with the attributes, qualities, virtues, and talents. And you were also encoded or overlaying your God ray within that God self. All the attributes and qualities were encoded within that God self. All that you would need to be a journeyer, a voyager on the earth plane. And so then we will not go into the rest, but you know that you came and you gradually began to build, that you had around you the Adam and Eve Kadmon body, that perfect blueprint of your godly self. When you are told that you're made in God's image, believe us when we say it was not this physical vessel that you made. It was that magnificent crystalline body, that radiance that contained the essence of the Creator. After all, you are a child of the Creator, and you were endowed with all the magnificence that you could contain. And so as the earth was being prepared, and you helped to do that, a lot of you were guardian overseers. A lot of you took on the overlay of the great deadly kingdom to help create the lakes, the mountains, the flora and the fauna. A lot of you even went to those wondrous civilizations or those wondrous worlds or whatever you wish to imagine to help bring forth the beautiful animals. You could be saying you're godparents for the animal kingdom. Those of you who have such an affinity, who have such great love for the animal kingdom, you were there. You helped to create them. And you agreed to be their guardians. And to love them and protect them because you knew how precious they were. And what the intention was for that beautiful facet of creation. And in those great fires that you spoke of, that were implanted into the earth as sentient crystals, these radiant beings of vastness, they are finding some of these great crystals buried deep within the earth in different places. Well, there are crystals as big as some of your greatest buildings. They're in the caverns and the labyrinths that are deep within the earth. But as we say, they were tumbled and they were broken. And they are returning to you now. They are your friends. And you are their friends. For they want to be energized. And many of the crystalline structures, many of the great crystals and many of the clusters, they were shut down. But now you are bringing them alive. Just as was said, you are assisting them, and then they will assist you. And we will give you a little bit more. Perhaps not new, but a little better understanding of the gemstones and the gold and the silver. You have a misconception that the gold and some of these stones are very expensive and worth great value because they are scarce. That is not the reason. The gold is representative of the Father energy. And it carries that divine will and power and authority. And so when you wear it, you are being given a little bit of that, the impulses of that divinity. The silver is the Divine Mother, the reflective, the nurturing, the creative. And each stone bears the attributes, qualities, and virtues of the race. And these two have been somewhat dormant for many thousands of years. In slumber, you might say. But your frequencies are stirring them up. They're calling you. Now, just as was said, it even goes further. They are calling you. And if you put out the call back to them, they will find you. They want you to find them. They want to come to you. They want to join you, support you, give you the attributes and qualities and those things that you are trying to establish. It will be a catalyst. And so you see, part of your mission, and this had to be so, that in this lifetime, even though you are a vast and wondrous being, and in no way were meant to be in the density you are now experiencing, you had to agree to sink down into the density. You had to agree to start, you might say, from the bottom, at the lower levels. Because as you have heard, as you were lifted up, so is humanity. And so you agreed to start at that lowly place and to experience all of the negativity, all the pain, all of the suffering. But I will tell you this, that each and every one of you, and you have all had lifetimes where you strayed and where you've been the victimizer instead of the victim. As it said, you have played all the roles, and that is appropriate. But always there was that spark burning within you. There was that light that was shining. You did not forget. You did not forget. Ever. Even if it was just a deep yearning within you. A knowing that there was something that was missing for you. Something that was out of reach. A memory. A feeling. And once in a while in your dream state, we would take you. And we would lift you up and we would nurture you and we would assist you to come back to balance just a little bit so that you could continue. That is our purpose. We have always been with you, all of the great angelic kingdom. We are the messengers of our Father, Mother God. They sent us forth with you. And you have no idea of the times that we have come together and of the joyous times that we have shared in the higher realms. We will tell you that the reason that this messenger and these two beautiful beings here feel such a wonderful connection is because they came from another universe together into this universe to play an important role. And we would not say that unless we wanted you to know the gifts and the potential and what is being gifted to you. Their journey has even been more difficult than yours. But they are here, and this messenger does not like we speak of her in this manner. But they are here because they have stayed steadfast to their mission. And their greatest desire is to lift you, to support you, to nurture you, to empower you, to show you what you are capable of, to give you the tools and the benefit of their ancient wisdom, to assist you on your path and to relay to you what it has taken so long for them to bring back into their memories, coming forth from that sacred mind to open those compartments. All of that wisdom is spilling out, and it's coming so fast that they can hardly contain it. And that's going to happen to you too, so be prepared. Every one of you has the potential to be an ascended master. And you know what? You are the ascended masters of the future. It is time to allow the Ascended Masters that you are aware of to continue their journey. They have stayed much too long here to support you. They are going forth. They are just really beginning their journey too. This is not an end, it's only a beginning. And so the vistas that are out there for you, the wonder, the potential. And another thing that we will tell you is, in this divine schematic, it was decided that you would choose one of the God rays as your overlay, and that would be your overlay for all of this universal experience. And then you would have the different soul rays, but you had all the 7 rays within you. So all of your different experiences, no matter what you came forth on, that overlay, those attributes and qualities were not always positive, did you use them? And not always negatively. But they were all there, they were impulses. And so now what is happening is you're reuniting all 3 God rays within you. That is what all this work is about. That is what you are in the process of doing, so that all 3 God rays are pulsing in unison. These and some of you out there were taken before you came down through these dimensions, and you were encapsulated in a sphere of light. And they were encoded with all 3 God rays active. So that in some lifetimes they were first overlay, or the second overlay, or the third ray overlay. But that was difficult. You have the term, a jack of all trades and a master of none. So they had so many opportunities and so much potential. Sometimes it was difficult to decide what to do or to be. The beautiful young beings that are coming in now have all 3 God rays active. That part of the experiment is over. It is finished. And we are telling you, it is your choice. In the old teachings, you came down a pathway, and you had to follow that same pathway back up into your journey back into the higher dimensions. That is not so any longer. You can be or become anything you can envision. Do you want to join the Archangelic realm? Do you want to join the Elohim and the co-creators? There is such great diversity. It will be your choice. And if you choose to go forth into that golden galaxy, oh, how wondrous it's going to be. We've told you this before, but it is always delightful to see the aha on your face. You will not have the bodily hair that you have now, but you will have streams of light on your head that you can change the color and you can shape it any way you wish. You will have golden skin and you will have golden eyes. And you will be radiating your magnificence. It is a galaxy that is bringing all the potential, all the good, all of the positive aspects. You see, you're leaving all the negativity behind that cannot go where you are going. Your future is so wondrous. So be of great hearts, beloveds. Be of good cheer. Become that sentinel of light. Stand in your integrity. Stand in your truth. Affirm that you will stay in that God moment, so that each moment will be directed to you. You will be shown. You will be guided. You have everything you need to move forward, as we have said, in that eye of this hurricane change. That is where we want you. We want you in your strength and your power and your radiance and your beauty. And affirm that you will be there, that you will be one of those that is opening the pathway to the glorious future. We have said this often, indeed we frighten some people, but it's your choice. You will never be asked to do anything that you are not willing to do. For you are a sovereign being of free will. Many of you will choose not to return to the earth, but to go on the next level and to help in the higher dimensions or whatever assignment you choose next. And if that is your choice, it is an honorable choice. But therefore there will be many who will choose to stay on the earth and to see it through its completion. Don't make your decision yet. These are times of momentous change. But will you believe us when we say that they are necessary? And on the other side, you will see the reason why. I have often said, sometimes it takes a little time to see the positive results of negative actions. But they will be there. And you will see them. Many of you have already gone through your dark nights of the soul. Many times. And so you have the experience and the will and the desire to help others that now are experiencing their dark nights of the soul. It is not by choice most of you step onto the path again. You need a nudging. And those who are coming to terms now with their future need a lot more than a gentle nudge. We said a long time ago, it is time to move forward. No longer can you sit on the fence. You have to go forward and upward, or you have to spiral down. And so that is what is occurring now at this time. That is why we are making every effort to prepare you, to counsel, to nurture, to teach, to support. And what better way to show those around you than to be the shining example in your radiance, successful, in your abundance? What better way to show them what they can be, what they can do? And so when they come to ask you, what is your secret? You'll be ready to tell them. And so as you go forth on this sacred journey, it is one more step, or one more example, some of the wonders of the past. When you go among these sacred rocks, these record keeper rocks, there is some memories there for you. The rock that you choose will have a message for you. And this wonderful ancient lake that you will visit. Remember we talk about the spheres, these beautiful beings come down in, and the orbs that are visiting you now. Those of you who were among those at the inception of creating this planet were called together, and you were encapsulated in spheres of the vibrational patterns that were compatible or comfortable for you. And you came down into those sacred waters, these great lakes of which we talk about, and which has been talked about so much, Lake Pyramid, and Lake Titicaca, and Lake Baikal. Those are the remains of the sacred waters. They have the vibrational patterns. They have the ancient past history of the earth, and they also are encoded with the future. But you came in those spheres and you sank down into the waters, and you stayed there for a very long time as you attune for humanity with the Mother Earth, attune to the vibrational patterns for compatibility between the Mother Earth and humanity. This lake that you're going to has one of the highest concentration of those vibrational patterns. Lake Baikal is the clearest and the most pure lake. As was said, Lake Titicaca also has a resonance that is touched by the divine. And so you should be honored to make this journey, to add one more just a little bit of the history, and to hear some of the magnificence of what has occurred. Nothing about this journey. Your free will determines your journey. But in bringing you to Earth and then moving back on the ascension path Nothing was less to happenstance. It was all divinely scripted. We sent you forth as brave warriors of light, but your journey has always been short. The return path has been there, waiting for you. Each and every one of you has such divine potential. And we challenge you. Bring in the maximum amount of light that you can bear. Reach for the stars. Expand your vision. And watch His miracles happen. Oh, my beloveds, we have been with you from the beginning of this journey. And we are impatiently waiting for your return. For we have many more great adventures to share. I surround and enfold you in an auric field of love and protection. Know that you are loved most profoundly. I am the ArchAngel of guidance. And I bring these truths. And so